If you're going to build out a vehicle, OEM Plus is the best way to go, and this Tacoma is a great example of that. I'll include a link to the Toyota Murray's website in the description down below. They're providing us with this Tacoma. Let's get right into it. Powering this is a hybrid turbo 2.4 liter four-cylinder that goes to an 8-speed automatic. It produces 326 horsepower and then 465 pound-feet of torque. If you want more straight to the point reviews just like this, make sure you subscribe. Now first off, we got to appreciate the paint color on this Tacoma. I think it looks fantastic. Now you note this does not have the factory air dam, and that's because of the factory lift kit, but either way you can remove the air dam and it makes the Tacoma look a lot better. I mean seriously, the stance of this thing is so much better than one with the air dam. Now they've added 33-inch all-terrain tires to this. You can fit 34s if you wanted to go a little bit bigger, but these 33s are a safe bet for fuel economy. And this, again, like I said, has the factory lift kit. It's about 2.5-inch lift. They also added the Predator style side steps. So the lift kit, the tires, the side steps, I mean look at the stance of this thing. This is great. And again, this is really OEM Plus. Pair that with a tonneau cover that's very practical and the recovery points out back that makes this truck look a little bit more special. And again, you've got a Tacoma that just looks a lot different from the rest of the crowd. And quick look at the interior. It does have the blue, some of you might like it, some of you might not, but again, that is OEM as well. And then this is capable off-road. It's a Tier D off-road. It's a rear locker, it's got MTS crawl control, all of that. So here's our little extra sheet on top of the MSRP that shows the stuff that's been added to it, window tint too. But anyways, $61,904. Let's take this out and see how it performs. So let's set off in this factory lifted Tacoma, and I'm pretty sure it's got the, I guess I forgot to look at the original. What? It has the lift kit. There it is. Yeah, 2.5-inch lift kit. I was gonna say, it's got the springs and everything in the height. But I think this is really cool. I think it looks great. If you guys were wondering, I forgot to mention the dimensions of the tire. They're 275 by 70 by 18. If you wanted to do a 285, that should work too. A little bit wider tire. I will say though, the new Toyotas, they run best on narrow tires, like even narrower than this. You guys know on my LX, I'm running a 255 millimeter tire in terms of the width on it. And it's actually at the shop right now getting 34s put on it that are still 255. We'll see how those fit and everything. They should be fine. But either way, the point stands that it's I think it's a good setup with the narrow tires on these. But even these little bit wider tires, again, they're not super wide. 275 is not crazy wide. Seems like it moves it just fine. No struggle whatsoever. And something to note, the bigger ones like the Tundra and the Sequoia, they have 285 from the factory. So they, you know, Toyota already kind of plans those to have a little bit wider of a tire. Man, it's good torque. You lose the underseat storage with the hybrids, it's the one downside, but I think it's kind of worth it in the trucks because you still have a bed and everything for space. I think it's kind of worth it because, yeah, the torque is just phenomenal. It's pretty much a game changer. It makes the truck go from feeling like, oh yeah, it can kind of move the tires, to like, it can move the tires, no problem. No questions asked. And even this like standard package in the Tacoma is nice. I know some people are going to be upset with the cloth seats. I'm with you on it. At the price point this is at, right? $60,000 for a cloth seat Tacoma. And that is one downside about these Tacomas once you build them out a little bit, is you get so close in price to a Tier D Pro or a Trail Hunter, it's like, well, maybe it's time to step up to one of those. Because then, you know, for $5 grand more, you get the Tier D Pro or Trail Hunter resale value, plus you get heated ventilated seats, 360 camera, crazy suspension, cool looks. It's a status symbol to an extent. Man, Mother Nature's mad at me today. I'm just gonna say that. Because you guys notice it's overcast but clear. I swear that dealership, like all day, it's just getting hailed on. It's not huge hail. It's enough that it's kind of like painful when it hits you a little bit. It's like a little sting, right? But then as soon as you get out from the dealership, it's gone. It's done. And it's just been like that on and off all day, just directly over the dealership. It's so weird. What is going on? Yeah, it starts fine. The lift kit's fine. It doesn't. It handles just fine. It's not bad at all. It drives really well. And there, you know, there's so many people that buy these Tacomas to like do this, right? To lift it and have the bigger tires. And now Toyota's offering it from the factory, with not with the tires, but with the lift kit. And then you just have to. These wheels are just something you buy over the dealership counter. So you just throw on the wheels with any Tacoma that has a lift kit, and then bigger tires, and boom, you got a more aggressive truck. I think it's really cool that Toyota is offering that, because it's just it's a thing you're not seeing as much nowadays. You know, some manufacturers are kind of offering some stuff, but not a ton, that's for sure. I wonder fuel economy, because I mean, we're doing too short of a drive to really be able to tell, but I mean, with the hybrid you're supposed to be able to get over 20 miles per gallon, but lift kit, you don't have an air dam anymore, plus the aggressive tires. I bet this is in the teens. Not like super low, but like high teens is probably going to be the average, I would imagine. So again, not bad, but just not nearly as impressive as what you would get with the stock setup. And that is one downside with these new Tacomas. It seems like the fuel economy fluctuations are a lot bigger than the old stuff. It seems like NA engines, yeah, as soon as I am done and back, it's gonna stop hailing again. Anyways, it seems like the NA engines don't have as big of a fuel economy swing. Like the NA engines can't get as good a fuel economy as the hybrids, but then you add anything to a turbo hybrid and the fuel economy is just like, bye-bye, goodbye, I'm gone. Whereas with an NA engine, it seems like, yeah, you add bigger tires and stuff, and it's like, well, I'm gonna get like half a mile per gallon less or 1 mile per gallon less. It's not nearly as big of a difference. Let me know your thoughts on this OEM Plus build. But this is, you guys know I'm all about OEM Plus like this. This is the way to go.